my channel. So for today's video, as you can see, I am back in my car and I am going to be doing a long-awaited drive with me. So, as you would all have known, I have been moved out now for about 3 months and I haven't actually been able to travel home, obviously because of the rules. Recently, the rules have changed and the stay-at-home ban was lifted and we were allowed to mix in gardens, we were allowed to mix at restaurants, and I decided to travel home and come and surprise Askus for his birthday. Haz and I are both down here for the day and we've been in the garden and it's been so much fun. I did film his reaction and I feel like I'm going to put it in this video. He was very shocked, like he just did not know what to say. I turned the camera off pretty quickly after surprising him because I didn't want to overwhelm him. Like, he hasn't been on camera for like 3 months. He's very like, I don't know, he was so shocked, like he just didn't know what to do with himself.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! We are having the best day. I'm so happy I got to see Atticus again and I'm so happy I get to see my mum again as well. I'm going to come back down here soon and we're going to film a video together very soon. So my mum and Atticus will be making a proper reappearance on the channel. However, whilst I have my car back, I wanted to film a drive with me because it has been a hot minute since we did a drive with me and I really crave just going for a nice drive because I miss driving. Like, I miss driving so much. So many people were asking me like, why don't you have your car in Manchester? And basically the building that I'm living in, you have to go on a wait list for a car parking space and I'm still not at the top, so I don't have anywhere to park my car. I could park it on the street, but it is very expensive and I'd rather just wait until I can pay for a car parking space in my building. And I'm also looking at getting a new car as well. So I've just been leaving my car back at my mum's and now finally I get to drive it. I cannot even tell you how excited I am to be back in the car. We're gonna go to a drive-through, we'll get some food, we can have a little catch up. It's really annoying. I was meant to order one of those like car tripod things and I completely forgot to do it. So I'm only gonna be able to film myself when I'm actually like stationary because I can't film while I'm driving. The camera will fly off the dashboard. I'm just deciding what drive-through to go to. I'm like, do I go to Starbucks, which is like 15 minutes up the road, and get a bubblegum frap, or do I just go to KFC down the road because I really fancy some hot wings? I'm actually going to check to see if they're even still doing the bubblegum frappuccino because I don't want to drive all the way over there and then they're not doing it because that will genuinely upset me so much. They are still doing it. Do we do it? Do we go and try it? I have time. I mean, I could drive over there and then go to KFC after. All right, you guys have persuaded me. We'll go to Starbucks, we'll try the bubblegum frappuccino, and then we can park in KFC, have some food, and we can have a little chat. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started.
Later that same evening.
That was the biggest, most pointless ordeal in the entire world. I am literally back, sat at my house, because I drove all the way over to Northampton, which is like a 20-minute drive, and it's very busy today as well, so it took me about half an hour. Got to the Starbucks drive-through, and it was so busy. I honestly would have been in that queue for about an hour, and obviously I don't want to miss spending time with my family, so I was like, okay, just gonna go back to Wellingborough then, I'll just get a KFC, and it took me like half an hour to get back. So basically just did an hour-long road trip for nothing because I never ended up getting the Starbucks drink. Then I had to wait in the KFC queue, but the point is, we're now here, we have got our drink, we have got our food, we can do a proper drive with me mukbang. I needed that. Let's dive into this bag. Honestly, I was getting more hungry. Like, as I was waiting, I was just dying for food. So I went for the mighty bucket for one meal. There is so much food in here, so much chicken. I love chicken. Anybody else just love chicken? This is what I'm going to be doing. Just a chilled little drive with me, life update, talking to you guys about everything that's going on at the moment and just having some good food. It feels amazing to be driving again, even though it was just that like random hour road trip, which should have took me 20 minutes. Still just good. Hits so different when you're like really hungry and you've been waiting for it. Okay, so it feels weird to be back here. As I was coming in on the train, I was like, oh my god, like I can't tell if I like being back or not. Love being with my mum and love being with Atticus, and I can't wait for them to come up and stay with me, but coming back here just brings back like so many old and weird memories that I'm like, I don't know, like it just makes me feel odd about being back here. I was driving past all the places that I used to go and I was like, I don't like this. Like, this is just so weird. Like, I want to be back up in Manchester. I've settled in so well in Manchester now, but I hate to say it, but like yeah, it is my new home. Just gonna have a cheeky little hot wing. My favourite thing from KFC, the hot wings. I love them. It's so weird because like my house is just there. I can see my old bedroom and I'm like, Do I miss it? Do I not? I miss my family. That's what I miss. I miss my family a lot, but I can't wait. As soon as they're allowed to be indoors, they're coming up, they're staying with me. And we're gonna have so much fun in Manchester. We're gonna film so many videos for you guys. It's weird being back. I don't hate it and I don't love it. I asked on Instagram for some questions, and like I said, we're just gonna do a general life update. So first thing is my car, which I've kind of already touched on. I am gonna be getting a new car, and I'm in real two minds about what car to get, because I've never really treated myself to like a nice car, because I've had this car, this will be coming up to 3 years nearly now, and before I got myself like a nice brand new car on finance maybe, which I think I'm gonna do, I wanted to get 3 years no claims, because one, insurance is just so expensive, and I also just didn't feel the need to have a brand new car as soon as I started driving, because I didn't trust myself yet. I was like, I want to, you know, get good and confident at driving before I have a really nice car. I've been looking at lots of cars online, and there's like two in my head that I'm torn between. I have like a dream car, and then I have like a dream car. Do I do it? Do I bite the bullet and do I like get myself a dream car because I want my car, or do I just wait? I don't know, but obviously I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm going to take you guys on the journey with me. I'm so excited. I'll be doing loads of drive with me's. I actually want to film the whole process of like buying a car, because personally I don't even know how to go about it. Like, I've got no idea about finance, I've got no idea about buying cars really. It's something that I want to look into before I obviously make a big purchase, so I definitely want to film the whole entire process. So if you guys are also confused or struggling and you're at the age where you want to, you know, get a car on finance or just buy a car, then it might be quite helpful. Next, what's your favourite part about living alone? Living alone, I can't even explain it, just gives you this whole new lease of freedom. Like, you can wake up whenever you want, which I could do anyway, but like, I'm in my own house. I know what's in my fridge because I'm doing my own food shopping. I can clean, I can make as much noise as I want to make at any hour. It really is like a whole new level of freedom, and I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. I didn't like it at first. I was really struggling at first, and now I will never move back home. Like, I've found myself now and I'm happy. It really is the best thing I've ever done. Best decision I ever made. Moving to a different place as well, because it has just introduced me to a whole new lease of life and given me so much more confidence in myself. It's forced me to become more of an adult than I already was, and it's forced me into a position where I feel, I don't know, a lot of responsibilities, and I like that. Bottom line is, if you're thinking of moving out, do it. You will love it. Are you going to get a pet? Guys, I really don't know. To me, because the thing is, in my building, there is so many dogs. It's a pet-friendly building, and I honestly swear to God, like 50% of the people in there have a dog. But for me and the lifestyle that I currently live, I think it would just be unfair to have a dog, because I obviously don't know, like, when things go back to normal this year, which fingers crossed they're going to. I don't know how much I'm going to be away, and I can't leave a dog on its own. You know, it's another big responsibility to add to my life of like already, and I feel like I don't need that. As much as I really want one, I feel like I couldn't do it right now. There's actually this thing, it's called borrowmydoggy.com, and you can basically like look after a dog for a day. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I might film it, because I think that could be so fun, and just like, you get to choose the breed and stuff, I think, because my friend Becca does it. So I really want to do that, because I think that could be so much fun, and I miss being with dogs. Like, I used to have a dog when I was younger, and I lived with my mum and dad, and she was called Samara, and sadly she passed away a couple of years ago. But she made it to a really good age actually. She made it to like 13 or 14. She was a little shih tzu, and she was beautiful, and she had little bows in her hair, and I loved her. I actually have a permanent part of her on me, because she bit my lip when I was younger, and I have a scar here. Basically, don't aggravate your dog when they're trying to sleep. How is your mum doing? So mum is doing really well, thank you. She is staying very, very positive, which I love. I don't know how many of you guys saw the video where I basically told you guys about her diagnosis, but she's doing well. She hasn't had it removed yet. She's booked in to have it removed in May, so we're not really going to know much more until then if it's spread or whatever, but she is staying really positive, and I admire that about her. She is actually running Race for Life. When I was younger, me and my mum did it, because my mum's actually had cancer before, and she wanted to do the 10k run to raise money for it. So me and her, well, she ran 10k and I ran 5k, because I really wasn't a very good runner. Like, I'm not a good runner at all. And we raised loads of money for Cancer Research UK, and it's obviously such an amazing cause. And my mum rang me the other day, and she was telling Atticus all about like the fact that me and her ran when I was younger. Atticus isn't fully in the loop of the exact words, you know, that my mum has. He just thinks like naughty spot. It's kid, you know, it's easy to explain that way. But my mum and him are going to be running 5k for Cancer Research, and I think they're doing it. Actually, this video will be going up before they do it, so if you do want to donate, I will leave their donation links down below. I popped them on Instagram, and we've raised about £2,000 so far, which which is amazing, and Atticus is so excited to run it. He's an amazing runner. He is amazing. His school said he would be so good at long distance running, so they're both going to run 5k. They're doing it this Saturday coming, so a week tomorrow, and yeah, I'm just so excited for them both. But mum's staying positive. She's in good spirits. She's turning it into a real positive thing. Bless her. Every time she goes outside now, she puts the umbrella up because she doesn't want to be in the sun, and I just love her so much. Like, her positivity inspires me, and I couldn't love her more if I tried. So mum, I love you. You are doing me so proud. You do every single day, and you know that. And yeah, I'm just so happy that you're turning this into a positive thing. I can't wait for her to be back in the videos. I cannot wait to film with her again. I can't wait for you guys to do it. The first thing we'll do back is a mukbang. Have like a big catch up. What little things did you take for granted when you were in your old house that you miss now? I can think of a few. It's just little things, isn't it? Like your mum calling up saying, do you want a cup of tea? I'd love a cup of tea, but I don't want to make it. Or it's things like the recycling and the rubbish and the cardboard. Like my mum used to do it all for me, now I have to do it, and I hate it. It is the bane of my life. It actually upsets me. Like, it genuinely upsets me. I guess it's just the constant company in the house, and just Atticus being there and him coming up like, Anna, you okay? Like, what are you having for dinner tonight? What do you want to do? Like, what video have you been filming today? Can I sit with you while you edit it? And it's just, yeah, it's being surrounded by my family and just the constant knowing that they're there that I miss. And also watching Atticus grow up, because I FaceTime him every single day and he sends me voice notes, but it's not the same as obviously being with him, and I feel like I'm missing out on like key years of his like childhood. But at the same time, I obviously have to put, you know, my life first, and I have to move on with my life. But it is just so, yeah, I don't know, I miss that a lot. He is such a smart kid. Like, I was sending videos to the group chat of him earlier, and he was saying loads of facts, because he knows the most insane facts about like sea animals and zoo animals and Mini Coopers, and like just things that he learned and knows is just out of this world. And Byron suggested that we get him to learn a language because he is so incredibly smart, and it would do him so well for the future. So I think mum's actually going to start learning him a language, which is going to be exciting. What's the first thing you're going to do June 21st? Well, providing it obviously all goes ahead, June 21st is when social contact is allowed again, like properly. Probably see my family on the first day, because obviously, like, you know, I want to be with them. And then on the 22nd, we actually have a rave booked. I've never been to a rave before. I'm not really sure how I feel yet. I don't really know if it's going to be my scene, if it's going to be my vibe. But there's a massive group of us going. Like, there's loads of us going. So obviously all the restrictions should be lifted by then. So I'll let you guys know how that is when I go to a rave. I feel like I'm barely eating because I'm talking so much. I need to scran a load of this. Have you got any big projects coming up? I do indeed. It literally got confirmed on Wednesday this week. So like 2 days ago, I cried when I come off the Zoom call, because I could not quite believe this is literally one of my top 3 biggest dreams ever come true. And it's not like hugely long until you guys find out, because with my other secret projects, it was like a good year, where this one is going to be, you know, it doesn't take as long. Just wait, watch this space. All I'm saying is you guys are not ready for what is coming up and what is next. Oh my, it's so exciting. Growing up, who did you look up to the most? That's such a good question, actually. And like, realistically, I don't think it was a celebrity. I feel like it was like Zoella, like growing up. I don't really remember following a lot of celebrities. I remember following the Brick Crew on YouTube and thinking, I want to be them, like they're so cool. What's the situation with you wanting to move again? Right, I don't know where all these questions have come from. Maybe I worded something wrong, but everyone seems to be under the impression that I'm moving out. I've lived in Manchester now for 3 months, and my lease is 6 months, and I have no plans to leave Manchester. I think for a while in my head, I was like, is this right for me? But it was because I was in a really bad headspace, and I was like, I don't know if this is right for me. Should I have moved to London? Like, should I have stayed at home? I'm 1,000,000% staying there for the rest of this year, and to be honest, maybe even the year after. I was looking at buying houses down here, and now I'm looking at houses in Manchester, because 1, the price is amazing, 2, I'm not sure if I want to build yet. Lots of people are asking me as well, like, why didn't you like buy a house? Why did you go straight into like rented accommodation? I'm young. That's my answer, and I wanted to experience living in a city, living in an apartment, without buying it and without giving myself a lot of commitment at this age, because I enjoy focusing on my work, I enjoy going out and having fun with my friends, and I just want to be like a young teenage girl for a few more years, still while enabling I can do all that in a couple of years, because like if I wanted to, I could do it now, but I don't think the time is right for me. I'm excited for this year, have a first summer in Manchester, grow my channel as much as I can and put so much effort into that. Next year, hopefully travel a lot. I'm going to do, if we can, Australia, Thailand, Bali for like 3 or 4 months next year, and then after that I think it's like time for a house, you know. But by that I mean time for my house. Like before then I would probably buy a couple of houses and I'm going to rent them out, but talking about like my own personal family home, I don't think I will look into that for maybe like until 2023, beginning of 2023 maybe. Do you, Has and Byron argue a lot? No, we don't. This is funny because we literally had a little bit of a disagreement the other night, but it's not an argument. I'm not going to go into detail about like what it was about, but Haz wasn't actually there. Haz stayed home, and me, Byron's boyfriend, and 2 of our friends went out to a bar, and we just had a little bit of like a disagreement after, I think because we drank so much. The thing is, we're the type of friends that like we could scream at each other and the next morning wake up and everything's fine because we know that like we love each other that much, it doesn't matter. I hate saying it, but it is like a family thing. Like I don't know, like yeah, to me, yeah, we have little disagreements, but we'll always tell each other honestly because I only want the best for them and I know they only want the best for me. So if I think they're doing something wrong, I will voice it because I don't want them to do it wrong, if that makes sense. We honestly rarely argue, rarely have disagreements. We honestly, I'm so lucky to have them. They are literally the bestest of friends. How do you save money? I'm hopeless at it. This is something that I will always say, like I wish they taught us more in school because I for a while struggled to save money. Basically when I get paid every single month, I put money aside for an ISA because I have an ISA, and every single year I try and max it out because an ISA is an amazing thing to have, and if you don't have one, definitely look into getting one because it's amazing for your future. You can get lots of different types of ones. You can get help to buy ISAs, and there's so many. Premium bonds are another good way of saving because you can kind of pop money in them. You're never going to lose money, you're only ever going to gain money. And also just a basic savings account. Just make sure that every month you just take a little bit out, even if it's £10, and put it aside because over the time it will add up. Just be tough on yourself and be like, no, I'm not going to spend that £10 on this, I'm going to save it. What's your favourite fashion trend of this year so far? I like this print, the whole kind of like abstract print in bright colours. I'm loving it at the moment. Is that really a trend though? I don't know. Oh, I'm so excited, honestly. The fact that we can now go outside and we can eat with other people at restaurants makes me so happy because I'm getting my hair done in London, and one of my best friends, Josh, lives in London, so Byron, me and him are all going out for some drinks in the evening, and I cannot wait. Like, I am so excited to see him. I'm excited to be back in London. I'm excited to have normality. It is just going to be so much fun. Also, I want to say a massive thank you while I remember for everyone who has supported my skinny dip range. I cannot even tell you how happy me and the skinny dip team are with how well it is done. I can't believe the love that I've received on it, and this phone case, it is my favorite thing in the world, and I'm so glad you guys are loving it. So many of the items are already sold out. I'm gonna find out if they're doing a restock on them. I'm not sure if they are though, so I will leave a link to the website down below. Go and grab what you can whilst it's there because I'm really not sure on a restock. Well, on that note, I am gonna end this video here. My nose is so stuffed from that KFC because the hot wings were so hot. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to do. I mean, I technically can come down here a lot more often now because we're allowed to be in gardens and we're allowed to go out for dinner with each other. So let me know some videos that me, my mum and Aska could film maybe outside that you guys want to see. Thank you for all the love and thank you for all the support recently. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys very soon for a brand new video. Mwah.